Respected Chairperson Professor Kannan, Madam Rastogi, teacher Professor Dash, and friends. It is indeed an honor to be in front of you to deliver the oration on the name of mentor and guru, Professor Rastogi, who was a man with great vision, as Kannan has already projected. He wanted to see that his students are not falling behind anybody. In every aspect of endocrinology, starting from rearing animals in the animal house for antibody production, titration, planning the project, statistical calculation, publishing, attending conferences, and side by side doing the clinical work. And above all, it was a great human being. So pranam to my teacher, I start oration. In 1935, Steen and Leventhal, whose picture you have seen on the way to this meeting, coined the term Steen-Leventhal syndrome. However, even 90 years before, scientists have discovered sclerosing ovary in women with menstrual irregularity. See, the scene is the prevalence of polycystic ovary disease is increasing with a global statistics of 65% of the women in the reproductive age having the disease. The numbers may vary according to the criteria that we use for diagnosis. The great group has analyzed 827 women with WHO class 2 oligo-ovulation, that is normal estrogen level, normal gonadotropin with ovulatory dysfunction. When they applied the 1990 NIH criteria, 55% had the disease, while the same subject on the Rotterdam 2003, 91 had the disease. By definition, this is characterized by androgen excess or hyperandrogenic states in the female with oligo or anovulation and pathologically presence of polycystic ovaries which could be demonstrated radiologically. However, the scope of the syndrome goes far beyond this simple definition. Behind this, there is insulin resistance with metabolic syndrome and diabetes, which may come sooner or later to these women. Dyslipidemia and hypertension and its consequences can occur, and increased incidence of endometrial cancer because of unopposed action of estrogen, because of the lack of progesterone due to anovulation. So the NIH itself has decided the methodology workshop that the syndrome should be more comprehensively included, so that the main broad Rotterdam inclusionary criteria with adding materials onto the metabolic syndrome, hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal, all the aspects have to be considered. Now, we consider the people at high risk, that is women with anovulatory or oligo-ovulatory obesity. You can see the list I have already projected with those which are highlighted in blue. All other things are common to type 2 diabetes. This shows that the two syndromes more or less run parallel. For example, obesity, insulin resistance, type 1 diabetes, JDM, first degree, all of them, and including the people of the Indian subcontinent. The two diseases, they have a very parallel course with each other. Coming to the pathogenesis, the high concordance rate seen in the monozygotic twin, 700 versus 37 in the dizygotic. There is familial clustering of cases and possibly candidate genes involved in the intermediary metabolism with the regulation of gonadotropin secretion, androgen synthesis and action. Coming to genetics, no specific gene has been clearly demonstrated to be the reason for the disease. However, the disorder at present will be considered as multigenic, multifactorial inheritance. Coming to the gonadotropic secretion and action, abnormalities in LH secretion was noted even when the syndrome was discovered as Steele and Leventhal, and patients with PCOS may show increase in the frequency and amplitude of LH pulses. On the other hand, LH abnormalities are not a must for this syndrome. There are people who have the polycystic ovarian syndrome even without abnormalities which have been classified as factors responsible for the syndrome. There is abnormalities in insulin secretion and action, hyperinsulinemia, insulin resistance, and this has made people to use drugs like metformin and thiazolidine to correct many of the abnormalities, metabolic and hormonal abnormalities of the syndrome. Insulin increase androgen production by the beta cell and decrease the hepatic production of sex steroid by the globulin. All these things will make more free testosterone to be available for action and responsible for the symptoms that you are seeing. Beta cells of the ovaries are hyperreactive to the action of insulin and LH, which enhance androgen secretion. The obesity PCOD nature. Obesity increased insulin resistance and hyperinsulinemia, ovulatory dysfunction, menstrual disorders, adverse pregnancy outcome, metabolic syndrome, insulin, glucose intolerance, cardiovascular risk, and schizophrenia, all of these. However, the evidence in favor or against are also there. The prevalence of obesity varies in different populations, but the prevalence of PCOD are more or less uniform on a global basis. And in a US study, 60% of the PCOD patients are fully obese, whereas 40% are non-obese. The prevalence of PCOS in underweight, normal, overweight, and obese subjects were more or less similar. There is no abnormality or statistical significance, which suggests that there may be environmental factors that are responsible. Coming to the androgen metabolism, this is a central theme of the PCOD. Abnormal amounts of androgens are produced and the disease and responsible for many of the clinical features like hirsutism, anovulation, irregular periods, infertility, and metabolic disturbance. This has been demonstrated. The levels of testosterone, androstenedione, and dihydroepiandrosterone sulfate, all of them are clearly increased on day 2 to 4 of the menstrual cycle in androstenedione studies. Whereas the levels of estrogen are not varying between the PCO and non-PCO, suggesting primary role for that. So let us see what is happening to the androgen precursors like DHEA or DHEAS from adrenal, converted to androstenedione, which is the precursor for testosterone, and it is neutralized as androstenedione. Testosterone, for most of the biological effect, is converted by DHT to dihydrotestosterone. So what you see here, androstenedione level will indicate effective testosterone production in the individual. Even though it is not done routinely or clinically, it is mainly done in the analytical labs or research lab, there is testosterone DHT ratio is available, and that will be the level of 5-hydroxy, 5-phosphate activity of the individual and the androgen abnormality. Coming to the estrogen and progesterone, estrogen levels are normal, progesterone levels are reduced as their ovulation is infrequent. This is result in endometrial carcinoma. So let us analyze the structure of the ovary. We can broadly divide it into two types: the theca cell compartment and the granular cell compartment. Theca cell compartment are the main production site for androgens, either locally as DHEA or taken up to the adrenal as DHEAS. And under the influence of LH and IGF, it is converted to more potent androgen like testosterone, which diffuse into the granular cell compartment. In the granular cell compartment is peculiar that under the influence of FSH, The aromatase enzyme is capable of aromatizing the various androgens to various kinds of estrogen. You must see the chemical structure different. The ring A of all estrogens are aromatic rings, like the benzene ring. So that is what we are seeing, and the whole process is increased because of the increase. Now we analyze the spectrum. You can see on one side obesity and insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. When you go to the other half, they have got polycystic ovary and diabetes. They are all spectrum. One end of the spectrum is diabetes, another end of the spectrum is obesity. They are linked, but the connection is not clearly evaluated. Now we come to the big side. What you are seeing? They are all characterized by irregular cycles. Menstrual irregularity like oligo or amenorrhea, or prolonged bleed when they start menstruating. They bleed for 20, 30, 40 days, like that. And start this at the around puberty, soon after menarche or first childbirth, or when the lady becomes obese. The ovarian morphology shows an increase in the ovarian volume with multiple peripherally situated follicles, usually more than 12 is the criteria, and smooth polywoid capsules are characteristic. And this is a classical ultrasound picture. Is called Garland's son. You can see all the follicles in the periphery which are showing the cysts which are described. And this is the diagrammatic picture. The follicular development, the maturation is arrested at 5 to 8 millimeter. Ovulation usually does not occur. Maybe because of the intrinsic defect of the follicular cells, intra-ovarian environmental abnormalities like IVF and testosterone, increase in the number of pre-andral follicles. This actually is depicted as increase in the AMH levels, which you see in these people, and elevated AMH is the abnormality that you are seeing. The hyperandrogen is responsible for various androgen features, starting from acne. They have got sideburns, hair over the lips and chins, abdominal hair, musculature, and bone spots. And this is classically and computed with the Fermat Galway score that will be able to see what is the response to treatment and also to make the diagnosis. Coming to the hair, on the side of the face and also on the chin, and over the upper lip. It's all characteristic of this syndrome. More important than that is the hair pattern. If you are able to find more than 12 to 14 terminal hair around the umbilicus, your chances of getting a PCOD picture in the ultrasound is relatively higher. It is something which comes from clinical observation. Now the third part of my talk would be the changes. You know, I have been maintaining electronic medical records from 1995 to 2015, so it's around 25 years, and the endocrine database, excluding thyroid and diabetes, worked out around 15,500. I am not able to analyze the entire thing because of the last bill, but I have taken the first part and the second part, and you can see that the 2000 versus 2016, pre-2000, post-2010. You can see there is definitely increase in the number of polycystic ovary. It may be because of various reasons. Probably the levels of obesity have significantly increased. The people are more cosmetic conscious. Women, even with the minimal amount of excess hair, go to the doctor. Many of the metabolic endocrine sequelae are understood by the women, including subfertility, infertility, all the factors. They may come to the doctor earlier. However, there is definitely an increase in the number. The red bar actually for the post 2010, you can see the increase, and that increase is statistically significant. Similarly, the BMI distribution. You can see the BMI above 35 is exclusively seen in the post 2010. That means people on the whole are becoming more obese, and that also may contribute to the abnormality. So, the better diagnostic tool and greater awareness are important. Now, the endocrine and metabolic derangement, we already sorted it out earlier. There is an increased incidence of coronary artery disease in these people. either because of presence of dyslipidemia or hypertension or diabetes or all these things put together. No conclusive direct evidence is available for this also. There is increased levels of serially active protein, which is an acute phase reactant, suggesting there is inflammation. Markers of endothelial dysfunction are demonstrated. Coronary angio-abnormalities are seen. Increased coronary artery calcium and increase in the intermediate kidney. The increased level of coronary artery calcium in the people with the polycystic ovary toward their 40s, and the increased intermediate thickness, suggesting there is a partial occlusion the coronary artery seen in these people. The last part, we will go to the treatment and the management strategy. This is a disease where a lot of experiments have been taken. Say, for example, in very early days, people used to use thyroxine in the hope that it will increase the SFPG and decrease the amount of effective androgen. People thought agreement contributes significantly. Small dose of glucocorticoid. These are all done earlier, but they found that the price you have to pay for these treatments are much higher than the benefit that will accrue because of that treatment. So there is definite change as regards the treatment strategy that we will do. For the purpose of treatment strategy, we can broadly classify people into teams. People who are not planning for conception and those who are intending for conception after the age of 20. And third, postmenopausal women. In all these people, it is a standard practice to use metformin as the baseline treatment, even though there are some changes in the policy as regards the use of metformin of late. In the teens, they are more worried about their looks. They don't want to have acne and hirsutism. So, oral contraceptives probably may be important. It may give them regular period, it may not be their concern. But we have to use estrogen, small dose 20 micrograms with low androgenic progesterone has to be used. They lower the NH and decrease the T-cell production of androgen. They increase the amount of sex hormone binding globulin, thereby reducing the free androgen level and its action. Then you have got a variety of drugs which will act on the androgen levels or action, which include spironolactone, cypermethrin and its acetate, and 5-alpha reductase inhibitor finasteride. So, people who don't desire the pregnancy, lifestyle changes are implemented with a lot of emphasis that is given. Anti-androgens, oral contraceptives are added for the benefit of reducing the androgen production, and the androgens can be supplemented on this, and the physical measures like laser, electrolysis or healing and vaccine are also applied, because any of the endocrine methods are time consuming, because the drugs are at the root of the hair follicle, and the time taken for the hair follicle root to come to the surface is approximately 14 to 18 months. More effectively expected. Physical measures will be of great help to these people. But those who are planning for pregnancy, lifestyle measures, physical measures, ovulation induction may have to be attempted, and some of them going for assisted reproduction. In the postmenopausal, you have to screen regularly these people, even if they have finished their PCO picture for IGT and diabetes, dyslipidemia, hypertension, and coronary artery disease, and appropriate therapy has been used. Now, what are the changes in the management? There is greater emphasis on the use of oral contraceptives. The progestin component is responsible for protecting the endometrium. The LH suppression and decreased fecal androgen production also can be achieved. Raise in HLPD again will be there. Now, metformin in many of the situations is relegated to number 2 position. To the number 1 position earlier. The androgens cannot be used if somebody is planning to have pregnancy, because many of them will interfere with the intrauterine sexual development. Ovulation induction and assisted reproduction is needed at some stage in the life of this. But the changes that I have observed is the number of people who come to a practicing endocrinologist are coming lesser and lesser. This may be because fertility management, assisted reproduction, has now been taken over by people who are either gynecologists or endocrinologists purely dedicated to this field. And very often there is a greater institutional support will be needed to give some chloroquine or injection with a small amount of varenicline. I have been used in the past. I have tried it pre-2000, but now I don't dare to use it much in my practice. However, invasive methods of fertility and development is also beyond the scope of a clinical endocrinology. To summarize, PCOS is a common disorder in women of the reproductive age. Often, treatment endpoints are different and is individualized depending upon the patient's requirement. Disease extends beyond menopause with its metabolic and cardiovascular consequences, and then it is not possible but effective control in the usual target because we cannot cure the disease. Thank you very much.